Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to Forever Stranded. Hope you guys are doing good today. I am doing great. So, decided I would throw a little item conduit here between my chest that contains the fertilizer and biomash and my compost, and it works beautifully. All that I have done, I have set up this side for in and out, insert on green, extract on brown, always active. On this side I've set it up for in and out, insert on brown, extract on green, always active. As soon as these turn into fertilizer, it will start pulling them out four at a time, and once it has finished, it will start putting the biomash back in four at a time. So it works perfectly. And you know, I have been neglecting a lot of things around here. And by the way, yeah, we have way more than enough. Looks like if we do this, we've got 3 sextuple compressed cobblestone now. So yeah, we're way beyond what we need to be able to do the whatever portal to the deep dark. So no issues there. You know, there's a lot of stuff in here that I just kind of been ignoring for a while, and yeah, we need to change that. But one thing I will say, so one of you guys told me that I could shear the nodes on the Pam's Harvest Craft trees. Don't remember who it was, but one of you told me that. No, that does not work here. That may work in other packs. It does not work here. So yeah, we will be trying some other things to get some automation for the fruit harvesting later on. I have some ideas. But for now, that doesn't work. It would have been great if it had. But yes, also, yeah, I've been doing a little bit more collection of redstone, got some more coal, all kinds of things. Oh, there we can see it. So it's pulling the fertilizer out. So once that's empty, then the biomash starts coming back in. It is great. I love it. So yeah, automated stuff with the biomash. So we can also use these industrial hemp fibers for that. There is a lot of stuff that we can use to make this fertilizer, and you can see we've got 17 stacks already, and we've got several more stacks waiting to be made. So yeah, that's pretty good. Also, I found out with 2 stacks of fertilizer on the red orchids, I got 48 of the red orchids themselves. Well, 48 red orchids makes a stack and a half of biomash. So it's almost as good of a return for the fertilizer as it takes to get it on the red orchids, and then you get the redstone too. So yeah, that is just great. So next thing I want to talk about is the power automation from the last episode. So obviously, I was struggling to no end at the end of the episode. And a couple of times after the episode, I thought I had it fixed, and it just kept going bad over and over and over. So what I ended up having to do was moving the reader and writer for the redstone up to the next level up and put an actual redstone dust here. Now, because this is sitting on the block underneath it is powered, so we can pull a redstone power signal off of that block to run down to the generators, and then this one here can run up to the chimneys. Now, right now I have all 4 chimneys hooked up to the same redstone line because we only have 1 set of generators hooked up. But it is finally working correctly. I mean, it is just perfectly working. So I think what I'm going to do here now, I am going to go ahead and pull down this stuff here. And man, this is so glitchy. Yeah. So we will pull all of these down. Now, if I take and put one of these on there, is it going to update all of them? No. This mod, it's got some interesting quirks going on. I don't have my integrated dynamics wrench with me, but yeah, these are ghost blocks. They are not there. But strangely enough, I can't... What? it pulled out all of the... What? It pulled out all of the variable cards and did not pull out, or did not break the displays. Yeah, there's some issues with this mod, apparently. Whatever. Now, by the way, these will store their ID number when we bring them out. To deal with that, we do have to craft them in a crafting grid. So when we do that, they will then stack together. Their ID number is erased. And also, we are going to do this with all of the variable cards as well, because we don't need these anymore. We are going to be keeping this one here that is saying whether this generator is active or inactive. And currently, yeah, I mean, it is inactive. So I guess that is what it is. So yeah, I think I'm going to do just a tiny bit more stuff here, getting some things ready for today. And then I will be back and we can look at what I want to do for today. Well, fertilizer is working very well. We have 30 stacks. Well, no, 29 stacks of fertilizer. We've got a lot of biomass still waiting to go in. So that's great. But I want to work on a little something because I am getting really tired of having to run down here, grab items all the time, then run up there and grab items, and it's just pain in the butt. So we're going to be doing a little bit with refined storage. So refined storage was not in the pack last time that I played. Now, refined storage is kind of a much similar version of applied energistics. It kind of has some of the utility of applied energistics too, while having the ease of use of the original applied energistics. So I really enjoy the mod. I've used it a couple of times in the past, and it really is a good mod. So the first thing that we are going to need in order to make our refined storage system is a controller. Now, this does take a lot of the silicon that we have been making by running sand through the sag mill. We also need this quartz enriched iron, which needs iron and nether quartz. Now, I did just sieve a stack of soul sand, and I have tons of nether quartz. So that is perfect. So we're going to grab a bunch of iron and a bunch of quartz, and we are going to make several stacks of this. So if we put this in here correctly, we will get 4 stacks of the quartz enriched iron. We will be needing a lot of that going forward for this mod. So then the other thing that we need is all of our silicon, which actually I think I put it, yes, I put it in here. So let's grab a bunch of silicon. We won't grab that much. That should be enough. So 4 stacks of silicon, 4 stacks of quartz enriched iron. The other things that we need for that is this machine casing, which is going to take a lot of the quartz enriched iron, and then finally a diamond. So let's go ahead and make up some of that stuff. Let's grab a diamond, and we will make ourselves, nope, that is not the right block. Right here, the machine casing, and then the controller. Now, one of the things to keep in mind with refined storage is that it does require power to do things, but you can turn off certain sections of it, and it is very nice to be able to do that. So we have our controller. Now, in order to utilize that controller, we are going to need a disk drive. Now, this will require the solderer. So the solderer takes quartz enriched iron and some sticky pistons. Now, we did make a bunch of sticky pistons previously, and I do not remember for the life of me where I put those things. So, yeah, were they in one of these? That, please? No. Yeah, I do not remember. And this is what I'm running into. We have a lot of stuff that I know that we've made in the past, and I have no idea where they have gone. And that's why I want to get this storage system going. Well, let me see if I can find my sticky pistons, and then we will continue on. Well, I could not find my sticky pistons anywhere, so I'm guessing I probably used them all up making the integrated dynamic stuff. But I made up a stack of pistons, turned half of those into sticky pistons, so now we can continue forward here. So we need to make the solderer next, and that is, where on earth is, there it is. So we need this. Now we do need several of these as time goes on. I will make 4 of them right now, and that should be enough for the moment. So now the next thing that we need is to get some power to this guy. So it is so nice that my power system is actually working properly. Of course, I will need to go through and set up more generators so that we can actually see how everything is working. But it comes in so handy to be able to have stuff hooked up and know that power is going to be running properly. You know, I had completely drained this energy cell making my quartz soul sand. But what we're going to do, we're going to throw our controller down here, and this thing will start, you know, it drains power, but currently we have 0 usage. Now, if we hook this guy up here, actually, I'm not even sure that these guys need to be hooked up to the network. Let's just try this here. So if we place this out here and we throw in some silicon, nothing is happening. Let's see the recipes. So it does say refined storage silicon. Does it have to be the refined storage silicon? I hope not. So let's look at the uses on this. We can use this in the inscriber for applied energistics, but we cannot use it here. Oh no. Okay, so let's see here. If we look at this, how do we get this stuff? Smelting quartz. Well, that I was not expecting. Well, in that case, I guess we need to come down here and grab our alloy smelter. And you know what? Let's grab some of these guys. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab an extra energy cell so that this thing will have a huge surplus of power. So what we're going to do, we are going to remove that cable. We're going to throw this energy cell down here in between. We have input on the left, output on the right. We do not need anything on the back, but we do need output on the front. So that will be powering our controller, powering stuff over here, and that will give us an extra 8 million RF of storage that we can use. So this will slowly drain this cell. The power system will turn on and do its thing, and everything should be good. Now let's see here. Oh, we are out of pearls. Now that could be a problem, or Eyes of Ender. So I want to just see, because the system is off right now, are these, okay, they are holding. So it looks like this one just barely didn't go through. Yeah, so we are going to have to get this set up to where it's automatically creating Eyes of Ender and sending them out. But I need to cook a bunch of quartz, so yeah, that is kind of important. We will have to change the alloy smelter to furnace only instead of alloys, because I believe if we have this set to alloys, this will make quartz glass. So we do not want that. But yes, I will go ahead and get some of this silicon made up, and we got to make a lot of stuff. Processors, silicon, all kinds of things. Let's just make sure that we can make this work with the alloy smelter. So if we throw this guy down here, let's go ahead and set this to furnace only. So if we throw in 1, it makes this stuff. Okay. Well, I don't think that we can use that for applied energistics as well. So are we going to have to use just a regular furnace? Oh, we can turn it into prismarine? Really? Okay. Well, it says... Yeah, the alloy smelter is going to turn this stuff into fused quartz. We do not want... That's a little bit of a problem then. So I'm wondering if we get this Volp's library stuff from a regular furnace. Well, let's find out. Because if we can't get our quartz, that's a big problem. So let's go ahead and throw one of these in here. Is this going to give us the silicon ingot as well? No. Okay. So at least we can cook it in a regular furnace. I am not real happy about that. Well, I guess we gotta let this stuff cook for a little while. I will gather up the stuff. We'll run a bunch of the iron and gold through this as well so that we can get our basic processors, our improved processors, and then I'll throw a few diamonds through to get the advanced ones as well, because we're going to need a lot of those. And then, of course, we are going to need tons of the printed silicon. Now, the printed silicon with a little bit of redstone and one of those printed processors will give us the basic, improved, and advanced processors. So I will be setting up a bunch of that stuff because we're going to need tons of it. So I guess I will be cooking some quartz for a while. Well, we do have a bunch of these processors made up. I made a full stack of the basic ones. We're still in the process of making the improved, and we're still in the process of making the advanced. But these things are kind of slow. And yes, they do require power from the controller in order to work. They are recorded. They use 3 RS a tick. I'm assuming an RS is equivalent to like an RF. I don't know. But anyway, you look at it, it needs power. But we need these guys to go faster. So we are going to make up a few of these speed upgrades here, which require an upgrade blank and then some redstone and sugar. So let's go ahead and set down a crafting table. We're going to make some of these empty upgrades. And these just take some quartz enriched iron, some glass, and some improved processors. So let's go ahead and grab... Yeah, we'll make 8, I guess. Well, whatever. 1, 2... Oh, they don't stack. Well, okay. And I can't even fit 8 of them in there? Man. Okay. So now, one at a time, we throw our upgrade, we throw a stack of redstone and a stack of sugar, and this will make our speed upgrades. Now, of course, with the first speed upgrade, we are going to speed up the solderer that is making speed upgrades. You know, it's the way that we do things, you know. So we'll go ahead and drop this in here, and now it should go a bit faster. Yep, second one is being made a lot faster, so now the third one, considerably faster. And now the fourth one. Yeah, we're getting a bit of speed out of there. So now that is tremendously faster than what we had. And it looks like the actual upgrades themselves don't stack either. Not real fun on that. But now what we can do is we can throw these into here and speed up our improved processors. That makes me kind of happy. All right, so now that we've got a little bit of faster soldering, we can finally make our disk drive. So for this, we need an advanced processor, a machine casing, and an oak chest. So let's go ahead and grab an advanced processor. Why? And then we need the machine casing. So we'll go ahead and make that. And a chest. So if we throw in the machine casing, the chest, and the advanced processor, very quickly we should get a disk drive. Now, one nice thing, refined storage connects everything together through machines and everything else. So this is hooked up to the network now. If we look here, the disk drive is on the network now as well. So now the next thing that we need to do is make some drives for this thing. Now we could make a bunch of 1K storage parts, but I think I'm going to go with the 4K to start out with. So these are some places that we can use our Ender IO silicon. So we do not want to be using our refined storage silicon for this. And in all actuality, I think I'm going to throw this in here and let that make the printed silicon while I am grabbing the Ender IO silicon. And we will also use up that one silicon ingot because, yeah, it's just taking space in here, and I don't like it. So, back up we go, and I would say by the time we get up there, those printed silicon will probably be close to done. Oh, and I have made a bunch more Eyes of Ender, and I did set up the crafting table here as well to be able, or the work table to be able to make those a lot faster. So, yeah, that's kind of nice. It will be even better once we get this system set up. So, now we need to make a bunch of these 1K storage. We can use all of these weird silicon for that. So let's go ahead and get this first. We'll get the one, and then we'll make a whole bunch more. Okay, so I don't think we want that many, but let's go ahead and make, how many do we need? We need 3 for each of those. So let's go ahead and make 12 of these. And so then we can upgrade those to the 4K. Oh, we need our basic processors. So let's go ahead and grab, wow, inventory space. All right, well, let's set down a chest here and drop off a little bit. We don't need that much glass in our inventory. I don't think we need the pistons right now. There's a few other things we can get out of there, like the sugar, but we'll just keep it where it is at the moment. So now we can grab our basic processors. We can turn all of these 1K into 4K storage parts, and then we can make our 4K storage discs, which just takes some glass, redstone, the 4K storage part, and the enriched iron. So that's going to make 4 of those. So we can drop these in here, and now we have 4 4K storage in here. But we still can't do anything with it. So now what we need to do is make ourselves a grid. So again, we are going to need the machine casing and 2 improved processors, but now we need a construction core and a destruction core. One of these takes a glowstone, the other one takes a nether quartz. So let's go ahead and make those real quick. So the nether quartz for the destruction core, glowstone for the construction core, and now we should be able to make everything that we need. So we'll make a machine casing, and let's go ahead and make ourselves a grid. Now the grid is nice. We can go ahead and place this down, we can see this, and we can now start dropping items into our refined storage system. That's great. The items are stored on the disks. We can see how much of the disks are full. We can actually grab everything that's in here, throw all of this in there as well, but you can see we can't craft on this. So we do need to upgrade this to a crafting monitor. Or not a crafting monitor, a crafting grid. This guy. So for this we need a crafting table, an advanced processor, and a grid in the solderer. So let's go ahead and grab 4 bits of oak plank to make our crafting grid. And yep. And then we need the advanced processor and the grid. So let's go ahead and grab 1 advanced processor, and then we will grab our grid. Let's go ahead and throw this into the solderer, and we need to make this into a crafting table. And so very quickly this will make a crafting grid, and we are now at a working system that we can come in here and craft in, and we can store all kinds of stuff. This has just become incredibly simple. So now we can grab a whole bunch of this stuff, throw it in there. You know, anything that we have left in any of these, we can throw in there. At the moment, we have 96 printed silicon now. Very nice. But so that is the basic system. I'm going to start bringing all of our stuff up here, starting with all of our processed ores, all of our gems and dusts and things like that. I am not going to be putting the ore pieces that we get from sieving in here right now, but there's a lot of stuff that I've got to bring up here. So I'm going to get to that. I will say that the inside of the ship is about to become very empty. Well, this seems pretty broken. So as I've been cleaning everything up, I've been using one of my strong boxes and this reinforced storage crate from Immersive Engineering to move the items because they save their items when you pick them up. But what I found out is that you can put a strong box inside of a reinforced storage crate, and you can put a reinforced storage crate inside of a strong box. So you could actually carry every single item that you own nested in strong boxes and reinforced storage crates. I don't know that I would recommend that, but you could do it. That just seems ridiculous. Now, I have cleaned up the great majority of this stuff around here. Our integrated dynamics stuff over here, I just picked that up. Got everything gone here, including all of the non-stackable items like the sieve meshes, the enchanted books. There's a few other things there. Oh, the Ender IO capacitors. Cleaned up all of the boxes over here that had all of our building materials, so we'll be able to get that kind of going now. Also down in here, I have cleaned up the majority of the stuff down here in the ship itself. So the ship is starting to look very empty. There's still a lot of stuff in here that I'm not sure what to do with, like the storage bin and market, which, I mean, eventually we will need to make a place for Pam's Harvest Craft, and we'll stupid feathers. We'll probably also be putting like our pressers right alongside those. Obviously, we will need to... No, stay down. You can one-punch that thing. Okay. But the weather deflector, we obviously need at least another one of those, but this one may need to move. The cooking for blockheads, we're going to need a building for that. And likewise, this strong box that has all of our food. Now, I am going to grab all of these. Now, I do not have the inventory space right now to pick up the pattern chest, but yes, there's still a lot of stuff in here that's non-stackable. Horse armor, saddles, armor, both repaired and broken, all of our ore chunks, and then we have this box here I'm going to leave here. It is going to be for mob drops as we get them from our killing of these guys. And then we have our weapons and our tools. And I do have a bunch of string meshes in here as well. So yeah, there's a bunch of that. I don't know what we're going to do with this thing. Obviously, we will want to move it, but I don't know where we're going to move it to. A lot of non-stackable items over here with all of our death notes and things like that. Death notes? Light. Light, don't ignore me. Light. No. I need an apple. We have a lot of potions, and then a few of these guys here too, and I don't think they really spawn too well, or stack too well, because, well, like the spawners do not stack. And these guys here, if you only have one, what's the point? But with all of the stuff that I've been picking up, I will say we have overloaded everything. So let's go get rid of these feathers. We do not need the feathers. They can die in a hole for all I care, or burn in lava or whatever. But because of all of the stuff that we've been cleaning up, we overloaded our refined storage system. So I have just been putting this stuff in chests up here by the refined storage system. And yes, chests. Lots and lots of chests. Our refined storage system is completely filled. So we have all 4 of our 4K discs at 4,000 each. And yeah, I don't entirely know. I don't entirely know what we're going to do with all this stuff. But that does definitely mean I am going to be making some more discs. I may make, let's see here, there should be a block for this. I don't remember to like empty the discs. I know there's one for applied energistics, but I thought there was one here too. And I don't think it's the relay, but maybe it is. No, that's to turn it on and off. The disc manipulator. This is the thing that I need. So I will be making a disc manipulator so that I can empty these back off onto some 16K or maybe even 64K storage. But yeah, I have to get a lot of stuff taken care of to be able to get all of these items into this system. But it will be so nice once it is done. So I'm going to work on that between episodes because we are out of time for this one. So I am going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on, anything that you want to see me work on, or you just want to say hi, be sure to leave that down in the comments. And I will see you next time. Bye.